You have the call.
Thank you very much, Mr President. My question is to the Minister for Human Services, representing the Minister for Education, Senator Payne. Will the minister explain to the Senate how the government's higher education reforms create opportunities for more Australian students, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds?
The Human Services Minister, representing the Minister for Education, Senator Payne.
Thank you very much, Mr President, and particularly thanks Senator Mackenzie for her extensive interest in this area. What we have with our higher education reform package, Mr President, is a very fair and balanced package, which is going to spread opportunity for students and also ensure that, as a nation, Australia is not left behind in the global tertiary education competition. So for the first time ever, Mr President, all Australian undergraduate students in registered higher education institutions will be supported for all accredited courses. Their higher education diplomas, their advanced diplomas, their associate degrees and their bachelor degrees. And that includes support for students whether they choose to study at universities, at TAFEs or at private colleges. That means over 80,000 additional students a year, as Senator Abetz referred to earlier in question time, will be supported by the Commonwealth by 2018 as part of these far-reaching reforms. It's no wonder it has been widely welcomed, including, of course, by the South Australian Labor Government, which I think I've mentioned in the chamber before. These courses, Mr President, are disproportionately undertaken by students who come from low SES backgrounds. And at the moment, under the system which the government inherited from those opposite who did not address this issue at all, many of those students either can't get a place or have to pay for for Commonwealth-supported undergraduate places. So our reform package is going to address that problem. We are going to support Australian students in choosing and being ready for the course that's right for them. We have also created the HEX-style trade support loans for apprentices, Mr President, to support Australian students in choosing and in succeeding in the path that is right for them.
Senator Cameron.
So, as well as creating opportunity for students through diplomas and other qualifications, and I know those opposite do not want to have that opportunity extended across the student population. I know they're not interested, but we are.
Thank you, Minister. The time for answering the question has expired. Senator Mackenzie, a supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President. Can the minister explain to the Senate how such initiatives in the government's reform package for universities provide direct benefits for students who are the first in their family to go to university or who may be less prepared for university?
Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr President, and this is a very important aspect of the government's reform package. As I indicated earlier, the provision of Commonwealth-supported places to all students of higher education diplomas, of advanced diplomas and of associate degrees in all registered higher education institutions creates great opportunities for tens of thousands of students. Students that the government cares about and those opposite, as evidenced by Senator Cameron's behaviour, don't. It includes students who are first in
order.
It includes students who are first in family university students, Mr President, and those who are less prepared for university. And these government's reforms will provide unprecedented support for their pathways to enable them to get to university and to be able to stay there, whether it's through diploma programs or other routes that they choose. And the evidence, Mr President, which was set out in the Kemp Norton report, is compelling. It shows that pathway programs do an exceptional job.
Has expired. Senator Mackenzie, final supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President. Will the minister advise the Senate what other benefits will flow to students from low socio-economic backgrounds from the government's proposed higher education reforms?
Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr President. And Senator Mackenzie, in asking that question, as well as the pathway programs, which are very valuable, that I was just talking about, is interested, I think, in the creation of the Commonwealth scholarships. That is going to provide strong support with living costs and in other ways for students from low socioeconomic status backgrounds. That will include a lot of Indigenous students, students from rural and regional Australia, as well, of course, as other students from more challenged environments. And we're taking other steps as well in this space. We're abolishing the 20% loan fee for vet fee help, and we believe that will help around 80,000 students, saving them on average around $1,600. And let's not forget that no student has to pay $1 up front or to repay their help loan until they're earning $50,000. Let's also not forget, Mr President, that those opposite made massive cuts to higher education. They totalled over their term $6.6 billion
Thank you,
and
Minister.
$2.8
The
billion
time for answering
on
the
one
question
day.
has expired. Senator Abetz.
I ask that further questions be placed on notice.